The uncle says angrily, I only picked you up so you wouldn't end up becoming food for stray dogs, and now you've started asking me for money. At that moment, Jack says, at least don't humiliate me. You raised me, and I will repay that debt one day. After saying this, Jack turns to leave. The uncle stops him and says, I can lend you the money, but in return, I want interest. Jack politely replies, I understand. I will pay the interest myself. The uncle says, all right, wait here. He goes inside, comes back with a ledger, and says, here, write it down yourself. Write clearly how much money you are borrowing. Jack takes the ledger and writes everything with his own hands. In return, the uncle gives him the money and says angrily, now leave this place. Jack silently lowers his head, thanks him, and walks away. Sometime later, Jack has become a successful businessman. Just then, the secretary comes in and says, boss, this new project is from your hometown. Would you like to go back and take a look? Hearing this, Jack is stunned. He begins to recall the heartfelt words his uncle once said. Jack then says to the secretary, all right, go and make the arrangements. Yes, sir, the secretary replies and leaves. On the other side, Tina runs over and says, Dad, why did you come outside? I told you not to. Look how cold it is. The father asks, any news about Jack? Tina sits in front of him and says, Dad, why are you waiting for him now? You were the one who sent him away. The father sighs sadly and says, Jack was very smart since childhood. My health has been getting worse day by day. If I hadn't forced him to leave, I would have stolen his future. He hands something to Tina and says, give this to him. Sometime later, Jack is standing quietly looking at his old house. Seeing this, Linda says in a firm tone, there's no need to look anymore. That man is gone. Jack asks in shock, gone? What do you mean? Linda explains, the old man passed away years ago. I heard he had a son who went to the city to study and never came back for 10 or 15 years. He didn't even see his father one last time. People say he was unfilial. Jack says in disbelief, how is that possible? He looked quite healthy. Linda replies, he was before, but after his son left, his health kept getting worse. I heard there was a girl who took care of him. Jack asks, a girl? What was her name? Linda answers, probably Tina. She lives nearby. Jack thanks her and leaves to find Tina. As Jack walks a little further, he sees Tina. He steps closer and calls out, Tina! Seeing him, Tina says happily, Jack, where have you been all this time? Jack tells her about his past struggles and how difficult his life had been. He also tells her how the uncle lent him money for his education with interest. After hearing this, Tina says, wait a moment. She goes inside the house and brings out the items her father had given her, saying, this was my father's last wish, to give these to you. Jack takes them. It is a notebook with words written inside. I waited for you for a long time, but you didn't come. All the money you sent me, I saved it for you, in case difficult times ever came into your life. I wanted this money to be useful to you. After reading this, Jack emotionally says to Tina, you should keep this money. Tina refuses and says, no, my father saved it for you, and I have delivered the trust they left to you. Jack gently explains, all right then, from today onward, everything I have is yours. You will come with me to the city. You are my responsibility. So friends, how did you like today's story? Do share your thoughts in the comments.